am your oracle. You have the mother of TikTok, the mother of Book Talk, the unburnt Anna from Anna's Nerdy Mamas. How are
I'm
you?
doing well. How are you? Thanks for having me back.
Oh, I am. Oh, of course, it's always a pleasure. And to my right, I have Brandon of House Libio, a peerless scarred from the Outer Rim, and his honor remains.
It does, hopefully, for the time being.
Hopefully, for the time being. Welcome to the Oracle Podcast. Today we are doing a vaguely Valentine's Day themed podcast. This is being recorded the week before Valentine's Day. I still haven't edited my last episode because have been swamped with work, but we're getting through it. But this will hopefully come out on or around Valentine's Day, depending on my editing schedule. But on to the bulk of the episode. The main thing that I have been consuming as far as content is A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And I don't know if you've watched that yet,
That's the
Anna.
TV show.
That's the TV show, yes.
I'm not allowed to watch TV anymore because my children are never gone.
Yeah, and
I've
that's
been
probably not a
banned.
with the kids show.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
an
been living
episode behind.
vicariously through people's content on TikTok and trying to avoid spoilers. But I don't know what's a spoiler and what's not, so it's kind of hard.
That's fair. You haven't read the books, have you, Anna?
The Game of Thrones? Oh yeah. I mean,
No,
what? What?
the Dunkin' Egg like novellas.
Oh no, I have not.
No. Yeah. They're really good. I highly recommend them. But if you just want to watch the show, I completely understand that too. The newest episode is amazing. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but there is an episode. There's a moment at the very end that is as good of a moment in Game of Thrones as has been depicted on screen. It truly speaks to the heart of what Game of Thrones is about, and it is one of the reasons why like the Dunkin' Egg novellas are some of the best things that George Martin has ever written, including all of his books. So I'll just leave it at that, and we can talk about that more when we get further into that. Why don't we all take a minute to talk about what we have been reading? Because I know that we're all big readers. So Anna, since you haven't been on in a while, why don't you catch us up on a little bit of what you have been reading?
So let's see. I am working my way through the Wheel of Time. I just finished the fourth one in that series recently, and then I made a little hop over to historical fiction, and I read, it was called The Women, like plural, and it was
Kristen Bell.
about, did you read that one? What?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I thought it was decent. I was told, because I was like, I need to get into romance. I need to broaden my horizons a little bit because I feel like most of the romance I read is like what Brandon Sanderson writes, which isn't like romance forward. It's more like romance as a byproduct, which I love. I love that. So I read The Women, and then I'm like, I finished Fourth Wing, and now I'm in the later middle of the second one right now. So that's been my romance journey for the last couple of weeks.
Excellent. Yeah. What about you, Brandon?
I'm in my Bloodsworn era. I finished the second book. I'm like 6 chapters into the third book. I'm buddy reading it with Nicole on TikTok. She's Nicole Reads on TikTok. Um, it's probably one of my top. It's definitely a top 5 series at this point. I'm shocked how much I enjoyed it. Not shocked. I'm kind of ashamed of myself for taking so long to get to it. Uh, I'm always running a nonfiction. I'm in a philosophy phase right now, so I'm reading "Discipline is Destiny" by Ryan Holiday. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of him, but Stoic philosophy. It's a lot of fun.
I was gonna say I love Stoicism, so I am sure that I would love that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I picked it up at a thrift store when I was in my hometown the other day. I actually picked up far too many books. I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 15 new books. So
Nice.
yeah, and only spent $33, so you can't beat that. But
That's a good book
can't.
to dollar ratio. I like that.
yeah, it's and then I was trying to convince my daughter to go back on Monday because they have this Media Monday where everything's half price, so you can get hardbacks for like $1.50. She wouldn't do it though. Her
Betrayed by your
car
own
wasn't
kin.
working.
Yeah,
Mm.
what the heck?
Teenagers. Ugh.
Teenagers.
But yeah, no, but so I'm in Fury of the Gods, which is really good. Have either of y'all read Bloodsworn of any kind?
No, it's on
It's on my
next
list.
on my list.
I
Yeah.
have to say, John Gwynn is a very good writer. He's kind of like if you're looking at it from like a fantasy realm perspective, it's like if you took the character work of Robin Hobb and the action of I'm gonna say Pierce Brown, because those are some pretty action fast forward books, and you put them together. Um, it's really good. I would definitely recommend it.
But it's dragons, right? Not sci-fi.
It's yeah, no, it's fantasy, but it's
Okay.
it's more.
Like
There's a
Norse
dragon,
fantasy,
but
isn't it?
it's more Viking
Sometimes
fiction than
I
anything else.
forget things. I just have to look at the cover and I'm like, oh yes, that's the one I wanted to read.
Yeah,
Too
it's
many names.
there's a lot of resurrected gods in this world
Ooh,
and things like that. And one of
nice.
them is a dragon. Um, it's done really well, and it's honestly like at its core, it's a mother trying to save her kid. It's a very like Orca is top three protagonists definitely. Orca is she is something. You don't mess with her, and she's got the
Okay.
one-liners. She's it's. One of my favorite lines is she says she chops a guy's head off, and one of the people with her is like, "What? Why would you ever do that?" And he's like, "She's like a conniving head can't connive if it's not connected anymore," or something like that.
That's valid.
That's awesome.
And then it's a really good found family. Like it's a multiple POV, but he does multiple POVs even better than Pierce Brown. And if you're not aware, I am a Pierce Brown fanatic. I'm a Red
Yeah,
Rising fanatic.
I've only read the first three.
We
I'm
finally
scared to
got
read the other three.
we finally got Casey almost halfway through.
Yeah, I saw that he was reading Iron Gold now.
Yeah,
Or did you finish that one?
I just finished Iron Gold, and now I am on to Dark Age.
Yes.
Oh man. And there's one more to come out this year, right? Or did it already come out?
I hope it comes out this year.
So yeah, there's another one.
You're both talking and I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Sorry.
Everybody's excited. I'm
both too excited. Yeah. So there's one after Dark Age, and then there is Red God, which is supposed to come out this year. But
okay. That's what I thought. But where the third one ended, it was like everybody was in a good place, and I was like, okay, emotionally, I'm spent right now. I need a break. I need some whimsy. So that's why I've been reading Wheel of Time. It's a little less heavy, I feel like.
Yeah. Take a 15-year gap and then come back to Red Rising.
I was gonna say it's a good series to take a gap because there's a 10-year time skip between the third book and the fourth book.
I can authenticate.
Yeah.
It's if you go straight. I went straight into it, and I think Casey, you did. No, you started with Iron Gold, right?
No, I started it, but then it took me so long to actually finish Iron Gold. Because Iron Gold is like it's differently paced to the first trilogy. Like the first trilogy, they all
that one's fast. It's just going. There's explosions in the first 3 pages. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And Iron Gold, like it starts with a bang and then it slows down really hard and kind of gets into the exposition and like sets up the new order of things and like has to like explain where everything is and kind of how stuff is and introduce you to all these new characters. And it was hard to get into at first, but once I got about halfway through it, the story really picked up and I really fell in love with the characters, especially once I got to the Lysandra chapters. amazing chapter. I just want more. I was talking to Brandon about this a little bit before we came out. I just want more Lysander chapters. But again, part of that is because the voice actor who does the voice acting in Iron Gold is incredible. He perfectly captures the silky smooth, pompous, snotty kind of like upper society lingo that you would expect him to have. And then they changed out voice actors in the Dark
That's
Age
horrible.
audiobook.
That's terrible.
And it ruined my day when I first started on.
You get attached to people. You can't do
well,
that. You
and-
can't change it up.
That's why like the Cosmere is so amazing and like Wheel of Time is so amazing because you stick.
Did you
with the same
do
two
the
voice
audiobooks
actors.
for the Wheel of Time? Because there's
Yeah,
two different
I am.
versions of the audiobook. They have the one that Michael Kramer and Katie Reading do, but then they also have, if you
Reading.
watch the show, the woman who plays Moraine is the narrator for the other version of the book. But since I listened to, I like to do the immersive reading where I like look at the map at the front of the book while Michael reads to me, and then sometimes I'll go back and follow.
Yeah.
But I like to look around the book while listening. But I really love his voice, so even though I did watch the TV show and I enjoyed that woman as well, it's not the same as Michael and Katie. They do a good job together, and I feel like they're a package deal. They're always doing stuff together.
That they're always doing stuff together. And when I first started listening to Way of Kings, and I realized that it was that duo, because they had done another book, I can't remember what it was, but when I realized that it was that duo who was doing the cause, or not the Stormlight Archive, I was like, okay, I'm locked in. This is the perfect pairing to do these epic saga of audiobooks, and I was really excited for that.
Do you do audiobooks, Brandon, or are you a strictly traditional reader? I know it's controversial
I love
these
audiobooks.
days.
I'm dyslexic, so I prefer to immersive read.
That's what I like to do. Listen at 10x speed.
I've done enough reading in my life that I can slog through, but especially with fantasy series, I need audio and written word to pronounce half of those names. I remember when I've listened to the Kramer once for Wheel of Time, and I remember when I was like, I think I listened to the first 5 chapters of the first book of Wheel of Time, which is what Eye of the World. I think I listened to the first 5 or 10 chapters like 6 times, trying to just get the names. And
it's there's so much going on.
Yeah, and just learning, especially with fantasy, they almost kind of expect you to know what you're looking at.
Well, it's like I say, like I read the Stormlight Archives, and I think I was on the 3rd book before I kind of figured out what was going on. I was like, okay, I understand who all the players are. And then they introduce somebody else, and I'm like, forget it, I give up. I'm going to keep reading, but I give up.
But I've read the first 3 Wheel of Time book.
Oh, okay. So the 4th one is the one that I just finished, and that one, there were parts I had to like read multiple times because you have all of the lore that they give you, and then they're like, we're going to give you more lore that you don't even know the base for. And we're like, oh, yeah, remember this, put a bookmark in it because we're going to need it later on, but not right now. So it's like homework. You have to remember everything. I was like going back and forth between basically the first half of the book and the second half of the book, cross-referencing what I was doing because I was like, but of course, nobody else has read it yet, so I can't.
I had a friend who he's read all of them, and he always said it doesn't really pick up until book 3 or 4, maybe.
The first one is very much like world building, I guess, because I feel like it was just a really, really, really long way of saying we left town and went somewhere else.
Yeah,
that was basically all that happened in the first book. Not that it was a bad book, but not a lot happened.
No, but it's very much Tolkienian in the way that we're just going somewhere.
That was his critique. He says that Jordan doesn't really hit his stride until he stops trying to be Tolkien.
Yeah.
No, I definitely can tell the difference between that second and that 3rd book because I didn't know this until after reading the fourth one, but my friend was like, that while he was writing those first couple, he was in like a polyamorous relationship. And I was like, now that you mention it, a lot of stuff makes more sense now.
That does make sense.
He was very much like, hey, here's an alternative that you guys should all consider.
And that was the thing with that the comment we were talking about earlier on TikTok, because they were like, these are classics that are as old as time, and it's like, bro, that book was written in like 1990. It's not even that old.
It's as old as me.
Not as old as Casey though.
Not as old as me.
Casey's
I'm a
like-
baby.
Oh, a baby. I was gonna say he's like what, 700 years old, something like that.
Yeah. Right about. No, that's Brandon actually.
Timeless.
Oh man. Well, for our first game of the day.
Game time.
Game time. It's game time. So I need you guys to help me decide. Actually, no, we're gonna do our draft first. So
Ooh.
we are drafting, and this is a surprise draft. So you guys didn't have time to prepare for it.
Oh, no.
Off the top of the head, we are drafting series, like a book series, TV series, movies, whatever, based on whether we would want to live in those worlds.
Ooh.
Okay.
And you're like, and in these worlds, you're like a mid-level, like.
I was just gonna ask,
like,
where are we
yeah.
in the hierarchy? Like, do I have no upper
Yeah.
body strength, or like, can I hoist myself up? Do
No,
I have a
you're
likelihood
like,
of survival?
Yeah, right. Like
let's,
in a world where
just,
everyone has powers, am I like the janitor? I'm just cleaning the Coliseum. I'm not fighting in it.
So you're not a Mistborn, but like you're probably a. Oh wait, yeah, that doesn't work for you. That you're not a.
If I was
you're
in
like a-
Mistborn, would I have any allomantic powers? I guess that would be like.
Yes, you
Okay,
would.
all right.
You'd be a misting. You'd be
That's
like a
something.
low level gold. Like
Okay.
one-
Not quite a pixie.
not a
Not a
noble
bronze.
family. Not a maybe a bronzy, not quite a pixie.
Not a quite pixie. Okay. All right. We got our bearings. So we're all just like slightly above average.
Yeah.
Just enough to make us not a main character, but maybe a side character.
Yeah. Probably a side character. And I will let you guys decide who wants to go first. And this is a snake draft, keep in mind. So,
I
let
always like
Brandon
to
go
go
first.
last. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Let's see.
and we're probably only going to do 3 for this since we've got 3 people on today.
Well, this is always my default answer because I just want to live in the Shire, but obviously Middle Earth, right? Like, can I just be a mid-level hobbit? I just want to farm some stuff and,
That's the goal, though. I think everybody is realizing that the hobbits had it right. We just need to live slowly, drink a lot of tea, and probably eat a roast chicken every couple of days.
Exactly. And live in a hole in the ground.
Eat 8 meals a day.
You really do have to get their schedule. It's about every 3 hours.
Yeah. So I watched the extended editions one day, and I
One
ate
day? You
all
mean
of
you
the
watched
Hobbit.
anything but that?
Every day.
Like, the other ones don't exist.
I took an entire day and watched all the extended editions, which takes basically a whole day. And
It does. Yeah. That's a
And
solid
I ate all of
13
the-
hours.
I think it's like 13 hours, yeah. And I ate all of the Hobbit meals. And I'll tell you what, by afternoon tea, you just want to
Full.
have tea. You're like, you know what? I just want some tea. That's
No
tea
more dinner,
sounds
no more
amazing.
supper.
No more 11s. I'm ready for.
The Shire is a good answer. I feel like that should be everybody's like top answer. So maybe we shouldn't count that one because I feel like we're all gonna pick it. Literally,
Oh, no,
nobody
he
was
got
like,
the
I
first-
wouldn't want to live there.
He got the first overall pick, so he got that, and Anna, you are up next.
Where would I want to live? Now, this is strictly books or just anything fantasy related?
Nope, and anything fantasy or sci-fi. If you have a sci-fi
Fantasy or
universe.
sci-fi? I would say Kingdom Hearts just because I feel like I could take a Heartless, like if I tried hard enough. And if Donald can do it, I feel like I could too, you know? So, and I don't know if that fits into fantasy or sci-fi because of the whole gummy ship aspect, but that would be a solid choice for me. Plus the
It's
power
fine
of friendship.
either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang out with Winnie the Pooh. I feel like that's a good time.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
What do I want to do? I
Pressure.
am going to go. I know. And I get to pick two right now.
We already know what your first pick's going to be. You might as well just say it.
I mean, yeah. Give me Roshar. I want a Shard Blade. I want to swear I want to swear the oaths of a Knight Radiant. Give me because then I can, in theory, go to Scadrial and possibly become invested. Even if I have to get spikes in my eyes, I don't care. Give me those.
He's willing to sell it all. He said, "Go for glory."
Give me those Inquisitor spikes.
Okay, chill out, dude.
Joking.
Oh, the baby? Oh, well, my baby's crying, so I will be back.
Okay. Bye, Anna.
Sorry.
And for my second pick, I am going to go with. I don't know.
Hey, everybody.
I would really like to live in the realm of like Camp Half-Blood. I'd love to be a demigod. That would be amazing. Even though it would be tragic and all my friends would probably meet their untimely demises. Camp Half-Blood just sounds so sweet.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say, for my second pick, oh Lord, what's the name of the actual town? I'm gonna go Assassin's Apprentice. I'm gonna go Realm of the Elderlings.
Nice.
Farseer trilogy. Before the red ships invade. You know, the funny thing is, I tell people all the time, like Robin Hobb's writing, especially in the first book, like the first half of the book is just him taking care of animals, and I loved it. Very chill,
Cozy
I love
fantasy.
good, cozy
Love
fantasy. Yeah, you can't beat it. And if I could have a Burrich in real life, I'm here for it. I would love to have a Burrich in real life.
The baby again? I give up, guys.
My baby's crying too, but it's at the door.
It's a fur baby.
Yeah, he's desperate.
He needs his papa. Oh man,
which is crazy because he's out there with my daughter. So
yeah. Brandon, why don't you pick your last pick and we can let Anna pick her too, as she is.
We said anything from fiction, right?
Yep, anything from fiction.
I want to throw a touch of a curveball, and I'm going to say, ooh, you know what? I'm going to say Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
It's one of me and the kids' favorite shows, and they always seem to be having a good time, and there's always a wonderful cast of characters. So,
yeah, that is always wonderful.
I was trying to pick a good anime, like I was gonna say like Konoha
Yeah.
Village or something, but like child soldiers and all that, it's a bit much.
Yeah, it's hard to pick an anime just because to make a good anime, the world kind of has to be falling apart or in danger all the time. So I feel like it's definitely hard.
Yeah, like the only option I could think of is maybe the dungeon from Delicious in Dungeon, but even then, like it's kind of a terrible place to be. They're just good at it.
Yeah, they're just wonderful. I don't know. For my third pick, I might go with even though I'm not the biggest fan of the author or her books, living in the magical world of Harry Potter would be pretty fun. I feel like
that is true.
Even though their sports kind of don't make any sense because the snitch is incredibly overpowered and doesn't make any sense.
The rest of the game is completely
pointless. Yeah, it's like if I was talking about this the other day, but imagine trying to manage your roster on or like manage the salary cap for a Quidditch squad,
right?
And like you spend like most 99% of it on your seeker, and then you pay like a couple quid to your beaters and your seekers and your like
just stay afloat. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, just don't lose by 150 points while our seeker gets the snitch.
That checks out.
Well, yeah. Well, I think we might move on. It seems like Anna, per her name, is a mom, and so she has other stuff to be about. But we might move on to the bracket, and this bracket is of fantasy and sci-fi couples. Since this is a kind of a Valentine's Day themed episode, we're going to do that. So we have 2 play-in games to this bracket just because of how many I made it. So the first matchup is Darrow and Io versus Jon Snow and Ygritte.
So that's tough because if it's Darrow and Io, this is Darrow in his red phase.
Yeah. This is red Darrow.
It's still a tough dude, though. Still, I mean, he's still a Helldiver of Lycos.
And, like, arguably, Io is the whole reason that he did everything. Like, he went through so much of this of what happened is because of Io. He was motivated to do so much of the whole story because of Io. So I'm tempted to go in that direction, too. But Jon Snow and Ygritte is part of the point of the story as well, that love is the death of duty, and that it's the whole thing.
I mean, Io's no slouch.
Yeah, Io's no slouch either.
He may not be to the level of Ygritte, though.
Yeah, I think I am going to go with Io. I think that she is a wonderful pick. I think that she is just amazing, and I feel like kicking off, like being the impetus for the entire story, is more impactful than being the like being part of the moral reasoning of it. Anna, welcome back. We moved on to a bracket of the best fantasy couples.
Ooh, best fantasy couples. What have we covered so far? Who is in our contenders?
So our first pickup was, our first matchup was Darrow and Io, and Jon Snow and Ygritte, and Darrow and Io advanced. And then we have one more play-in game, and this is Ron and Hermione versus Elend and Vin.
Ooh, in regards to like who's a better couple or who's gonna wipe the floor with each other?
No. No,
We're
no,
not being violent with this one.
This
This is non-violent.
no, less violence here.
Okay.
I mean, some of them are pretty violent, but it's fine.
Well,
Some of them
both
have
couples
violent nature.
definitely have the whole taking on evil to save the world going for them. So that one's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
And let's see. Ellen and Vin have that iconic ending that you just can't get over. I know you haven't gotten to reading Mistborn yet, Brandon, but their ending, I think, puts them over the top of Ron and Hermione for me. But if you guys have a big objection to that, I will hear that out.
No, I think Ron and Hermione are like that very typical high school-esque, married my high school sweetheart type of a thing. But like Ellen and Vin are very much like, I will tear the world apart for you type. Like she would.
Yeah. Oh, Vin would.
I'm going with them too. Just for your sake,
Oh.
Casey.
All right. Okay, good. We are going on to our first official round, and the first matchup is a heartbreaker. It is Persebeth versus Darrow and Io. It's Persebeth.
That is not a good first round matchup.
I know. The seeding got a little bit wacky on this one.
That's
sorry.
seed 1 versus seed 2. I mean, you got to separate them. That's
Percy and Annabeth only because I don't feel like Io and Darrow had much of a fighting chance there.
Yeah,
they had what they had.
Persebeth is iconic. Darrow and Io is amazing, but Persebeth is.
It's like destiny versus a matter of circumstance.
Yeah, it's also it's a story about it's almost Romeo and Juliet, like star-crossed lovers sort of situation, because Athena and Poseidon are bitter rivals, but they still end up together, and they even talk about that in the last book of the Heroes of Olympus, when they're at the Acropolis. And they're like, yeah, this is where the rivalry between Athena and Poseidon started, and this is where it ends with us. Like, I'm literally getting goosebumps right now because that is such a hard line, and it's awesome. Persebeth is going through. I don't.
Yeah, and even in the Red Rising series, Darrow mentioned that there was like a young, quick burning love. So. They didn't have to put as much work in. It was more of romance of circumstance.
Yeah.
And romance in the face of like death and everything else. It's like, that like you cling on to like what you have type of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have read, not to get off topic, but the Hunger Games, the newer ones that she put out. But I definitely feel like Darrow and Io remind me of Haymitch and, dang, I don't remember her name, but the girl that was like his. It wasn't the gray girl. It was Nora. Shoot, I can't remember. But anyway, that whole book wrecked me, and I was like,
I know who you're talking about. I know. I can't wait for the movie. I'm so excited. It looks so good already. The trailers look so good for the movie. Yeah.
I forgot about
that. The next matchup on our list is Aragorn and Arwen versus Edward and Bella.
It's so sweet that you included Edward and Bella in this. So nice.
I know. I thought that I should throw that a bone. We'll just go ahead and put Aragorn and Arwen through. Yeah,
we can just cruise right past that one.
We'll just move on past. I needed something to fill out the slots.
They didn't stand it.
Did you ever read no. Twilight, Brandon?
I did. My sister convinced me to read it, and I remember calling her. The minute he
Loved that
stepped
book.
outside and sparkled, I said, "You just set back the vampire genre 500 years."
Oh, I at seventh grade, I thought that was a literary masterpiece. I was like, nothing can top this. This is fabulous. Movies hadn't even come out yet, so
Listen,
you know.
it's still better than Jacob and their baby. Ugh.
Rasputin and the Wolf.
Uh, yeah,
My favorite. We never refer to her by her name. Anything that begins with an R that has more than 2 syllables will suffice. We know exactly who you're talking about. Refrigerator. Yeah, that one.
Refrigerator. Oh no.
I had such a stigma to
my
those movies
friend
that
who is
when
reading.
what's his name? Edward, the actor.
Batman.
Yeah,
yeah.
when he played
Batman,
Patterson,
yes.
Mr. Pitter Patter.
Robert Pattinson. That's it.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
So I know him as Cedric Diggory before he was Edward Cullen.
Yeah, me
And
too.
Yeah.
so when he started playing Batman, I was so scared because I love Batman. So I
I
called the
really
movie.
enjoyed that Batman movie, though.
It wasn't bad. It was really good. But before it came out, all I called it was Twilight Saga: Breaking Batman.
Yes. That's what I liked. All of those little edits I was seeing where it was like him running through the woods, and then all of a sudden he was Batman. And I was like, that was a good
And
transition.
it was Batman, yes. Little side tangent. My buddy who is reading Red Rising for the first time just got to the Roke part, and he's having his heart. He's in Morningstar, and he is having his heart freshly broken over that. So that's fun.
I hate getting attached to characters because then I'm like, it's gonna happen to you.
Well, and Roke is one of the worst.
He's so complex. Like
I don't know.
I was so
Yeah,
mad at him. I was like, why can't you just understand?
No, but I get it. Like I understand why Rogue felt the way like put yourself in Rogue's shoes and take a different path. I mean, like he was.
I guess because I see him as like the privileged scholar that never had to actually fight. It's like a like in Mistborn where you have Elend who's all about like I understand war theory, but I don't understand war kind of a thing.
But then he was there with Darrow,
right? But like not in the way that Darrow was, because Darrow understands like what it means to be a cog in that system, whereas the only thing Rogue really knew was how to pull the levers to make the cogs turn. So it's like a different kind of placement there. Like you can have sympathy, but you can't have empathy.
Do you think if Darrow had been more honest with him from the start, he would have been had a different
I think
frame?
He was too invested in the caste system that they had that he just wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, and he benefited.
No, I disagree. I strongly disagree with that. I think that if we
because Virginia got it. You know, he lied to her too, but she was like, you know what, the system is corrupt and I can recognize that. But I don't think Roke did. I don't think he understood what was wrong and what Darrow was like really saying. Because to him it was just a red that had like risen the ranks and now he could rise above that oppression. Whereas Darrow was like, no, my dude, we don't want this system at all anymore. You know what I mean?
But
I think Roke thought that because he had gotten up there, the consequences wouldn't be as dire for Darrow, but Darrow still actually cared about the rest of it. Without giving too much away, I don't know. You know,
I think that.
Well, then you have the Jackal, doing what he did to the love interest for Rogue. There's a lot of variables. I mean, it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I kind of agree, Casey. I think if the cards hadn't fallen the way they did, he might have been able to overlook the caste system just because at the end of the day, Darrow winds up running everything in the end. But gosh, then we wouldn't have gotten that great scene on the bridge. So,
well, that was the thing, because Roke was like, you use your friends as fodder and like that's wrong and that's why I'm mad at you. But like the whole system uses everybody else the same way. And that was kind of like what I saw as like, what's the literary term? The parallel, whatever. I don't know. My brain's not working, but
yeah,
it was a nice reflection of something on like a more macro scale.
Yeah, you're looking at it micro and complaining, and when macro, you're doing the same exact thing to an entire
But because it's
multiple races of
personal,
people.
now it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I
I
do.
do think that yeah, I do think that if the whole situation with Harmony hadn't gone down and Darrow hadn't tried to save Roke by slipping in the
The
drug and doing that,
yeah,
yeah, and
that was the big
and doing
mess
that
up.
whole thing, yeah, well, I feel like he was trying to save his life, but Roke took it the wrong way, which
Well, it made him
who
feel
wouldn't?
vulnerable. It made
And
him feel like he didn't have
yeah,
any power, which is exactly what the system does to everybody else.
yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
what it is.
and
It's all
so
power dynamics.
and so Roke, after that moment, he was seeking power. He was seeking to never feel weak again,
Yep.
and he felt like he felt like he had a family finally, because he was always this nerdy kid who never had anyone. And when he became brothers with Darrow and Cassius at the Institute, that he finally felt like he had a family, because he wasn't raised, like, he didn't get the implants of knowledge like everyone else did. He learned from books, he learned from tutors, and he had a different upbringing. He was always different, and he felt so misunderstood by everyone until he got on board with Darrow and his whole journey. And I feel like if Darrow would have told him, if Darrow would have had the same conversation that he had with Mustang, then Roke might have been able to overcome that. But again, off topic, but I do disagree with you on that, but I can completely see your guys' side as well.
I was just mad at Rogue
Um,
because I was like, if you could just be more understanding, this would not be a problem. Because he was my favorite character until we got to this point where he was like, I will never forgive you. And I'm like, all right, okay, never mind.
He
You
was
can't be
one
my
of my
favorite anymore.
favorites too. It was a tough betrayal.
There's always one
Rogue,
person that
Rogue
like
is
you
still
just
one of my
really hold on to. I like it when it's like not a main character, it's like a side main character.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to mention
I
mine
love
now, and then we'll get back on topic because I
Yeah.
I
okay, yeah.
I still think about what ifs, and that's Tactus. Tactus was
Yeah.
tough.
And knowing that Tactus came from the same place that Darrow came from, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because like they even said, they're two side, like they're two people in the same situation and they reacted differently. Which I think is kind of like that nature versus nurture thing. Like they both had the same upbringing, but did they have the same like conditioning to like? Because that was his whole thing. Like Darrow has like this very very strong sense of like love and connection to like the people who he cares about, and I feel like if you don't have that, you can't possibly do what it is he's trying to do the way he's trying to do it.
You're talking about the other character, not Tactus.
That's was it Titus?
Titus, yeah, because Tactus is Apollonius'
Yeah.
brother. Yeah,
Tactus is Apollonius' little brother.
yeah. Oh,
Wait, who was the one who was the other
way.
red that they had disguised? Maybe I'm getting the names mixed up.
Titus.
Is that Titus? Okay.
Yeah, it was
Titus,
Titus.
Cactus.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you have a very valid point about him too.
Right point, wrong person.
Right point.
Yes.
Cactus is the one that Lauren kills. And he's kind of, that he you could tell in the end, like, he doesn't want to betray Darrow. He wants to be a good person. He's just never been a good person before.
And it was the other side of the coin from it set up Roke's ending so well at that point, because you want, like, at that point Darrow is in control. It isn't Lauren who's in control. Darrow has the option to let him live or die, but Roke takes the reins into his own hand at that point. And it's a Greek tragedy, like it's a tragedy on Greek scales. And
absolutely,
I just heard Greek. I tuned in back on Greek. I was like, "What? We talking about me? What?"
Yeah. I'm talking about you, Anna. Talking about you behind.
I am a Greek tragedy. What can I say?
Oh man. Back to the brackets. Our next matchup, which again probably should have been an A1 matchup. This should be in the finals, but it is Wesley and Buttercup, who got a first round bye,
I love that.
and versus Elend and Vin.
Why would you do that?
I didn't. It was the bracket. It randomized the seeds on me. I'm sorry.
I
Here, I'll
like
pull it up
Wesley and
there.
Buttercup.
You can't read it, but there it is.
I love that stands the test of time. He rolled down a mountain for her. Come on now.
As
As you wish. I showed my kids are like into like older movies, so that was like that's a family favorite. We like that one a lot.
I have to go
That was
Wesley and
one of our,
Buttercup,
like-
but that's gonna break your heart,
Yeah.
Casey. So
It's
It's a different kind of love.
My heart. Ellen,
Different kind of love.
yeah, and Ellen and Vin are iconic. It does break my heart a little bit because I'm thinking about the ending to that story. But I'm a sucker for a happy ending, and Wesley.
They
and
get their
Buttercup
happily
are
ever
the
after.
epitome of it.
Exactly.
They get their happily ever after. So Wesley and Buttercup move through. Our next matchup is kind of weird. We have Han and Leia versus Romeo and Juliet.
Who versus Romeo and Juliet? Oh man,
No one should.
like everything cut out. I'm so sorry.
was it Han and Leia? You said
Yeah.
Versus
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Well, I'm gonna go with Han and Leia because if we know
I'm
the
going Han and
context of
Leia.
Romeo and Juliet, that's supposed to be like what not to do when you're in love.
It's gross. Yeah.
How to lose a guy in 3 days and then also die yourself.
Yeah, I had an epic meltdown in school reading Romeo and Juliet. So I was standing on my desk, just being like, "This is stupid. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
This book is terrible."
I will say though, the one that Leonardo DiCaprio did, the movie where everybody's running around with guns that like with that, I loved that movie. That was a fantastic take on Romeo and Juliet. And I think if anybody wants to read or experience that story, it should be through that movie because
Oh yeah, grown
Otherwise,
men at
it's
a
like-
gas station
Or-
with guns in their hands, going, "Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?"
dude, but yes, I do bite my thumb at you, sir. Yeah. But the insults
Or
that Shakespeare
Romeo
came
and
up
Juliet.
with, Romeo
Yeah,
and Juliet,
absolutely.
oh,
Oh, that's a keeper there.
classic right there.
It's a classic for
Mhm.
If it was Romeo and Juliet, it would be a different story. But it's
Completely
unfortunately,
hands down,
Romeo
they
and
would
Juliet
win,
is
but
on
it's
the
not.
bracket. It's not. So,
Give gnomes a
oh,
chance,
that's funny.
but not Romeo.
Give gnome love is real love.
I've always just wanted to own that lawnmower, the Terraforminator.
Yes.
It's so strong, your lawn will be afraid to grow, brother.
I love the scene where they're like subliminally messaging him to buy it, like,
Yeah.
like they're turning the ad on the TV and
The
like
one's
they're-
clicking the
they're, like,
kitty mower, and the other one's clicking the Terraforminator.
Oh man, that's really funny. Well, we are back to the top of the ranks, and it is Percabeth versus Aragorn and Arwen.
Aragorn and Arwen.
No.
She gave up immortality for him. Come on now.
He gave up immortality for her.
Reciprocation is the key to a healthy marriage, or whatever.
That is tough because Percy did give up
I know,
immortality. Oh man, I don't know.
But Annabeth didn't
They
become
went
the king
through-
of anything, whereas Aragorn he did a lot.
He did do
And then
that.
he
went
said,
through
"My friends,
harder-
you bow to no one here," and that just to me elevates him above
he-
everybody else.
He-
His love for
he
his
was a
friends as
praetor.
well as Arwen.
He was a praetor of Rome. Percy became a praetor of Rome in a week.
Based on what I know about the Roman Empire, I'm not going to tell you that I think that's impressive because have you seen what they did to Greek mythology?
Oh,
I'm salty. I'm salty
Roman's
about
back.
it. It's okay.
But
That is,
but
it's one
Percy
of my
could've-
main complaints too. I'm not gonna lie.
But But Percy could have become an emperor if he wanted to. He could have seized
But
power.
he
could have seized the
didn't.
Regency
And
power.
Aragorn became
Exactly.
a king. The
And
end.
now he's struggling to get into
Yeah.
college.
Now he's
So
struggling in
we're
college.
endorsing monarchy. We're summing our nose
benevolent
at
monarchy.
democracy?
He was a beloved king, sir.
What was his tax policy?
Obviously, it wasn't whatever kept Percy struggling in college. So you can't.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't get his
What you mean
acceptance letters from the
dyslexia
gods.
and ADHD?
Oh,
Look, all I know is that man, he died of old age and not of assassination, and that, as a king, is a feat.
that is true.
Died
He was
beloved
like
by his
80
wife
when he
and
became-
his kingdom. I don't know what happened to Percy at the very, very end.
He's still
He doesn't
kicking.
die, so he's like, we don't know.
He's still kicking at this point. He's in college in the Trials of Apollo.
True. To
Gonna
have
say-
time to do that with a
That
college
was-
workload is impressive, I will say. I'll give him that. But I still think Arwen and Aragorn get my vote.
Wait, so am I the tiebreaker on this one?
You are.
Oh,
He's
that's
not going to change.
I refuse.
That's a lot of pressure.
I refuse.
He says no. The real bracket should be Casey and Percy, because that's the real love story here. He's not
It
giving it up.
He is not. He's
I'm
standing
Number
on
one
10
fan.
toes for Percebeth.
That was going to be my surprise last.
Surprise last bracket.
Last
It's
pick.
me.
The Dark Horse wild card.
All right, break our tie, Brandon.
Me versus
Percy Ken
me
Casey.
versus Darrow and Severo.
I'm sorry, Casey. I gotta go Aragorn. I mean,
Man, yeah.
I mean
get it.
that's a
I
love of
understand.
hundreds of years, and then you have to take into account of the fact that he was raised there.
But see, now
by
this means
his
that we're going to
future
have to choose
father-in-law.
between them and somebody else. So, like, we win,
Yeah.
but we also lose, you know? I already see the future. The next bracket's not going to be fun.
Who's up next?
Wesley and Buttercup versus Han and Leia.
Oh, well, no, that's Wesley and Buttercup still
Yeah,
for me.
it's Wesley and Buttercup. I still think. I mean,
That's a
unless you
tough
have
one,
any
but
major
yeah, I gotta
objections
give it
that-
to Wesley.
I mean, what were her choices? Han Solo or her brother?
that's true.
Well, she could have married
Or Chewbacca.
Jabba the Hutt.
I was gonna say, or the Wookiee.
Clearly, she chose wrong. I would have chosen the Wookiee.
That's
All right. Well, that makes our finals. Aragorn and Arwen versus
that's
Wesley
what I was
and
afraid
Buttercup.
of.
See, that's what I was not waiting for.
Yeah.
Mm,
Quadruple
the fifth.
overtime.
I'm allowed to do that,
time
right? Are we still allowed to? I think so. It's okay. That one's hard.
Yeah,
They're
this
both
one
like
is-
good,
uh,
happily ever afters.
Yeah.
Like, aside
I
from the
did.
fact that we don't know what happens to Wesley and Buttercup's kingdom, we can assume he doesn't become a tyrant, but you never know.
I mean, he was the Dread Pirate Roberts for years.
True. Very true. As much as I love Buttercup and Wesley, I'm still going to go with Arwen and Aragorn.
I have to say, if Arwen and Aragorn was enough to beat Percebeth, I gotta stay with him.
I'm voting for Wesley and Buttercup just to spite Arwen.
Contrarian, the contrarian that you are. He's like, I'm mad about Percy and Annabeth, so I'm going to take my revenge.
I am. I'm still salty about that.
But you gotta think of it like this: you
Um,
want to root for the team that beats your team, because then your team lost for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
reason. You want to lose to
Yes,
the
yes,
best.
exactly.
You don't want to lose to the second best.
No, I don't want to.
Then you are the
That's
second
difference. Oh man. Well, anything else that you guys want to discuss while I've got you guys on here?
I will say that I'm enjoying my time reading the Romantasy. It's been a fun little different thing to read. Though I will say I think I definitely prefer the type of like in the Wheel of Time. I do love how realistic the little love banter is. You know, the world is ending, but please write me a letter. You know, I think that's cute. I like that.
I just wish that Rand was here. He knows how to talk to girls.
Perrin's my favorite.
Aaron's
I
my
love
favorite.
him.
Yeah, Aaron
He's
hands
the
down.
best. No, I love him. I love okay,
man.
because we're talking about Wheel of Time for a thing. I really love how uh Robert Jordan or Jordan Robert, I can't remember, but I like how it's like Matt will always be like, oh, so and so knows how to talk to girls, and then Perrin will be like, ah, I wish Rand was here. He knows how to talk to girls, and then Rand's like, I wish Perrin and Matt were here. I just think it's so cute. I love
Always the
it.
other
Funny. Yeah. No one knows how to talk to girls. Y'all are a mystery.
I don't
Yeah,
even know how to talk to girls, so it's okay.
Me and Brad were talking about that after we were on the last time, and we were saying that Anna, do you watch anime of any kind? Okay,
Muy poquito. Yes, I do watch a lot of
so
anime.
I like to compare Wheel of Time
on a
to
Lowe's anime.
Dragon Ball Z, where it's like you know, Rand is Goku. He's not even the best character by any way, shape, or form in my mind.
I feel like Rand would be a way better dad than Goku. That's not a fair comparison.
That
I
is
always
true.
feel like when it comes to discussing Goku, it really comes down to the parenting skills because there was a huge lack.
Well, yeah, but without it, you know, you wouldn't have Piccolo, and Piccolo's like parent to me.
Best dad. Oh,
So,
well, or Vegeta.
Yeah.
So does that mean that Vegeta is Matt? I can see that.
I could see it. It's possible, definitely.
Yes.
But
yes.
like, especially like the further you get into it,
yes.
Rand just kind of, you know, he's Rand.
You said you're on the third or the fourth one?
I'm on the fourth one, I think. I'm trying to look down at my books to see. So I read them a long time ago, and then I was trying to reread them, and I only wound up rereading like the first one.
The first one is them getting out of the village. The second one is the hunt for the horn. The third one has a lot to do with the girls. And then the fourth one is the Aiel Waste. I don't know if you went to the Waste yet.
I think I started it. I seem to remember it.
That's the other thing is I feel like they all start off super slow, but then once you like get into it, it's like, oh, now I can't stop. Because I feel like that after I start every single book, I'm like, oh, I guess I'll start this one again. And then I'm like, why did I stop? I just need to keep reading.
I got series lag, I think, and I wound up going to something else, and now my TBR is just ridiculous. I need to just hide all the books from me.
Yeah. What's everybody reading next? I know we're running out of time, but I am curious.
No, it's fine. We can go as long as we need to. I will start. I'm going straight into Lightbringer. I cannot stop until I find out what happens to Darrow and the gang.
But do you have a series lined up for after that? Because I feel like the hangover from that is going to be severe.
It is. It's tough.
It is going to be. Yeah. I'm going to dive back into Wheel of Time afterwards just because.
It's nice cozy there. I like it.
Like my original goal. Yeah. Well, it was originally my goal for the year, and then I got sidetracked when I actually started getting into Iron Gold, when I started liking Iron Gold, because I kind of took a break from reading around like Christmas, New Year's and stuff, and that kind of thing. And now I really have a lot of time. Like, work has been super busy. A lot of time busy. I'm working 7 days a week, and so I have a lot of time to listen to books now, and because I'm in a lot of stuff right now.
He went robot.
Oh no! Oh, it's happening for you too.
What about you?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no! I'm sorry. Hey, longer than it normally does.
I got like every third word.
It just says connecting. I'm getting the little circle.
No.
There you go.
Stupid internet. How about now? Heyo, we're back. All right. Sorry. Yeah. I hate my internet. We're back on the saga of the bad internet, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to diving back into the Wheel of Time after I finish the Red Rising series. So
What about you, Brandon? What are you going to read next, or continue
Once I'm
reading?
once I finish Fury of the Gods, I'm thinking about going into Faithful and the Fallen, which was his first trilogy. But everybody else has kind of already started that, so I don't really. I kind of want to go back and finish the Dungeon Crawler Carl books.
I've heard such good things about that. That's on my list for this year.
It's what broke my Lightbringer hangover, which was
Oh, okay,
very
that's good.
bad.
Maybe I'll save it for after that then. I need something like a good thing because I know that's going to hit so hard. I can already
Oh
tell.
yeah. But like my book club, we're reading The Dark Tower. I tried to read The Dark Tower after Lightbringer, and it just didn't hook me. I've read those before, though.
Is that the Stephen King one?
It is, and
Mm-hmm. That's a.
it's
I read it so long ago. I don't even really remember it all. I was in like middle school. It's a good one though.
it's not. It's pretty. I remember it being better than it was. Maybe it's just because I've aged since I read it last. And then I'm in a lit RPG group now that my friend talked me into getting into, so I got to start those books. Which normally I read a couple books at a time anyway. So I try not to. I try to make them different enough that they don't get confusing in my head.
Yes, that's very true.
when I'm not working 7 days a week again, we need to play some Dungeons and Dragons because I have dreamed up a amazing world brew or homebrew world
Homebrew.
for a D&D campaign, and so I'm going to spend what little free time I have working on writing it out into a full D&D campaign.
I have
So
dice that
once
need
we
to
get that-
be used, so I would definitely be down. Oh,
There we
and I
go.
guess I can share what I'm going to be
Well-
reading. I'm thinking of reading The Poppy Wars next. I don't know if you guys have read anything by R.F. Kang, but she's fantastic. I really enjoyed Babel, so I'm going to read The Poppy Wars next because I've heard really good things about it. And also The Will of the Many. I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so it's on my list along with Dungeon Crawler Carl and the rest of the Wheel of Time. But I feel like I'm already booked up for the whole year at this point. I can't add anything else.
I was gonna say Wheel of Time has me.
It's a
booked for the
very
whole rest of the year
intense
once I finish that.
workload there.
Yeah,
Will of the Many is it's a good. It was a really good book, but it was also very confusing.
I love that though.
And it's
Something you can read a few times.
It leans very hard on Roman aspects. It's very
That was
Roman.
the one thing. Like I enjoyed Red Rising, but it was almost like we get it. You guys like the Roman Empire. Like I know it's something that all men think about like 3 times a day or something. Is that what the internet says? But like maybe maybe go to Rome. Take a trip.
I love to think about how bad the Roman
Empire.
Empire was.
Like Will of the Many ratchets it up. Will of the Many is very big into. They're very in love with romanticy. Literally.
Romanticy.
Yeah. They're very
I like
big
that.
into the Roman stuff. So
Stuff.
and it's I haven't read Strength of the Few yet. I keep saying I'm gonna, but I just get so bogged down with all these books. And
I've heard it's not as good. I've heard
that's the thing too. Is like I've heard the Will of the Many was really good, and then the second one was underwhelming. And I'm like, I don't like. I prefer when like everything is good. Like I don't want to read like part of a trilogy and really like half of it and then hate how it ends because it's like sad.
that's what made me really nervous about Fury of the Gods because everybody was like, "Oh, the second book was the best book in the trilogy," and it's like, how was the last book not your favorite? Like,
I can see that about Stormlight too because I feel like everybody has their favorite Stormlight book, and like so many people said they didn't like Wind in Truth, and I'm like, how could you not? I really enjoyed that one.
I love Wind in Truth, but like Words
and Rhythm of War. Those are the two that
favorite.
Everyone says are the longest ones, and I'm like, but those are the best ones.
Well, it's kind of random because The Two Towers is my favorite.
The Two Towers and Lord of the Rings. That's the
Oh
correct
yeah,
answer.
it's my favorite, hands down. So I guess I
Yes.
could.
The
Yeah,
book,
that is
the
all
book,
good.
Two Towers is the best book, but I think Return to the King is the best movie.
See, I still like the second one. I think it was. Um, probably Aomer. I love Aomer in the movie. So, and the banter between Legolas and Gimli is pretty good in the second one. In the
I love
end,
their little
you know,
relationship. It's cute.
yeah.
I love when boys get along. It's so fun.
Well, Return of the King is probably the best movie, but it's also emotionally heavy. Like The Two Towers isn't really so emotionally heavy. By the end of Return of the King, I'm like, all right, I've cried like 4 times. I can't cry again. I'm
That's
tired.
why it's so great.
And
It's
you
like
still have
the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
and you still
it's
have
kind of
4 endings left to get through.
all right. And then you have to hear "You Bow to No One," and I'm like, oh my god,
Crying
why?
again.
Why would you do this to me? Like I've already dealt with Sam carrying Frodo and everything else, and friggin' Aragorn standing at the Black Gate with tears in his eyes. I can't keep going. I'm
But see,
tired.
that's what I'm worried
And
about
the
for the
hobbits.
Mistborn is like if I don't cry at the end of that, I'm gonna be so sad because I read that book for the first time 14 years ago, thought about it every single day since 14 years ago until I reread it again last year, and like still think about it every single day. So like they like a
I've
lot of pressure.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a way that I don't cry, even if it's just from thinking about how good the book is compared to that. It's gonna wreck me. It's gonna
There's
wreck
just
me.
certain
The
things I'm
movie is
always
gonna
gonna
wreck me.
cry. Always gonna cry when I see it. Like that Doctor Who Van Gogh ending where he takes him to the museum. Fucking sob every single time.
Mhm.
And if you don't cry, there's something wrong with you.
Oh, I got a lot of those
The
parts of movies and books and
the
stuff. Mine is Lightbringer. That's what I keep telling Casey. Like ever since I finished Lightbringer, some Lightbringer, I will listen to the last 10 chapters of the audiobook, and this is even the graphic audio hasn't even caught up to the Lightbringer yet. So you have to listen to the one translator.
Is the graphic
And
audio good?
I like them. Tim Gerard Reynolds does the regular, and then they have the graphic audio ones. I always tell people that TGR is a better Darrow, but the graphic audio has a full cast and sound
Yeah,
effects.
sometimes it's nice to hear the different people, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like you can tell because
and
some audiobook authors do not differentiate between the people sometimes. That's
yeah,
a
they just
skill though. I
kind of
know it comes
talk.
with time.
And but it's like my sad song that I'll listen to sometimes just so I can still remember I feel things.
You
I'll
need to
just
feel
listen to the end of
something.
Lightbringer because there are certain quotes that like people will say, and I'll be like, oh, why? Why did you have to say that? And so yeah,
how's the Lysanda voice actor?
uh, he's garbage, just like the character.
Oh.
I'm just
Ah.
kidding. I'm
No, no, not my boy. No, I still love Lysanda. Don't do that to me.
keep
No.
I
keep that
listened
energy. Keep
to The
that energy.
Emperor's Soul as a graphic audio and I really enjoyed it. But then my library
Mhm.
only had Fourth Wing as a graphic audio. Don't do that. Nobody should do that
Okay.
ever. It was horrible. I'm
New
scarred.
definitions
I
of
I got the
graphics
ebook. I got the ebook for the second one because I was like, I don't want to hear any of this. This does not need a sound effect. We didn't need any of that.
It's like those TikToks and they're like, when my Bluetooth accidentally jumps to the car, and the husband's like, what is this?
What is happening? Oh God, no. I was fast forwarding and skimming through stuff. I was like, no, no, no.
Yeah, my
But yeah,
sister
the ebook is safer.
recommended that book to me, and I've never forgiven her.
I do enjoy like I love a good government conspiracy, a good, talk about propaganda and like controlling the narrative. Like I think that is fantastic themes to explore. So I do appreciate what's going on around everything else.
It's
I work with
the
all
step in the
women,
middle.
and so they had a Fourth Wing book club, and I read all of them with like all of my coworkers, and yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I don't think I'd want to discuss that with anybody. It's more like, oh, you read it too? Okay. I see you.
Right?
It was, yeah. That was kind of our.
I will say though, everybody really hyped the book up
like,
for me. I was
oh, that was
expecting
a lot.
more, but there's not a lot of world building. It's just kind of like, oh, there's dragons. You kind of get the picture. We use parchment and there's no electricity.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I get the vibe.
I imagine Casey going to work now with his bastard ass War College shirt on.
Yes. I do actually. I think I have one.
Yes.
That's great.
That is amazing. I love that. You got to get your
Because-
radiance patch on the other side now too.
No. Oh man. Well, I think that that's probably going to wrap us up for the night. As always, I'll let you guys shout out whatever you want, and we will start with Anna for tonight.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me back to talk about books and things again. It was super fun. And if anybody's looking for nerdy baby anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, go check out Nerdy Mamas. She is awesome. She's on TikTok and she is also everywhere else. So be sure to go follow her. And listen, I didn't know anything about cloth diapers, and now
you know
I know
everything.
so much about cloth diapers. I know everything about cloth diapers thanks to Anna. And she's genuinely awesome. So you should go follow her because her nerdy content is excellent as well. And now over to Brandon.
I'm on the TikTok, but that's about it. Kuyon Reader, hard to spell. Couyon. That's the Cajun accent. But yeah, like I said, I'm in my Bloodsworn edit era right now. Oh, claim to fame today, John Gwynn, the author of the book, liked one of my edits, and I had a total nerd moment at work, which was totally deflated because I got super excited and I went out to the pre-op. I work at a ambulatory surgery center for a background, and I go out to the pre-op nurses who are like my best friends at work. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you won't believe it. And my friend looks at me and goes, would you find a piece of candy in your pocket? And I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk to y'all anymore.
Not gonna tell you anyway. That is so cool. I'm happy for
great.
you, and I haven't even read the book. That's a big deal.
I was elated. I was like, John Gwynn liked my... Okay, now watch all the other ones. Don't just watch the one. Watch the other 15 now.
He knows who I am. Keep it going.
Right? I texted my book club with a screenshot and I circled it and was like, hey guys, I made it. Sorry. If I forget to talk to y'all now, it's because I made it.
Well, I'm glad that we could get you on the podcast for one last time before you
before he gets famous. He's gonna blow up now.
Before I really blow up.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I have been Casey. This has been the Oracle Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Be sure to reach out to our wonderful guests and follow them on TikTok and follow Anna everywhere else, and go buy some nerdy baby stuff from her website. I have heard of incredible things from anyone who has ever gotten anything from her. I watched a whole review about some cloth diapers that you sent out the other day. It was wonderful. But anyway, this has been the Oracle Podcast, and thank you guys so much for listening.